It's just such a special thing when so many guys want to be there and tribute Evan like that.
Right now, running with heavy hearts, how the Middleton cross-country team forges on in memory of their teammate.
Plus, reversing course, how the lawyer behind the Republican state election probe changes his mind on some mayoral subpoenas.
And his goal is to replace Ron Johnson in the United States Senate. Tonight, an exclusive one-on-one interview with the Lieutenant Governor, Mandela Barnes. It's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. And we thank you for joining us tonight. Medals, placement, personal records, none of that mattered for the Middleton boys cross-country runners tonight.
They went into the West Dallas meet with one goal, to honor Evan Cradwell. Though their classmate is gone, Madeline O'Neill tells us how they brought him to the course tonight.
Well, Evan is one of the 3 high school seniors, along with Jack Miller and Simon Balesi, who were killed when a driver rear-ended the car over this weekend. Now, as we told you yesterday, Evan ran cross-country all 4 years at Middleton High. His team is now finding ways to keep his spirit going. For Evan, a cross-country runner who should be here. A few moments of time before the race to pay tribute.
Middleton cross-country community lost several of their team members in a tragic accident.
His teammates would give anything to turn back time.
He was just overall just a great guy.
After Evan died along with his friends Jack and Simon this past weekend.
All 3 guys, everyone knew them at our school, and I think one of their major mottos was just living life to the fullest.
Things can feel empty without him.
He came to practice with just a good spirit.
The guy who would make sure to bond with anyone standing or running alone.
That's, again, such a special, unique characteristic.
In a sport that can feel solitary, Evan's teammates are following in his footsteps.
We all went in the JV race, so that we have one team, unified front versus a traditional varsity race and then a JV race, so we all ran together.
They can't turn back time, but maybe they can beat it.
Evan's PR was 1943.
Taking Evan's personal best in this race.
Evan would have been running today, and he was going to shoot for that top time.
And doing their best to honor him by shooting for 1943 too.
And I just saw the whole team, and I wish I could imagine Evan right there next to us. It was so impactful just running all together.
Crossing the finish line together.
I think he would have really loved that, and we shared that love for him.
The team's not letting Evan's story end here.
It felt like family. We're a big team. We came all together just to support Evan, even though he's with us in here in our hearts.
I'm super proud of you guys. I know we made some sacrifices for times, medals, places, but it didn't matter. We ran for Evan today.
For Evan.
Hell of a job today, really.
Who's here after all.
Evan, Jack, Simon, we love and miss you, and you'll be in our hearts forever.
1, 2, 3, for Evan.
Now, we've brought you other stories of these students being honored this week, and that continues. Middleton High School, where Evan and Jack attended along with Simon before he went to Madison West, is paying tribute to them this week during homecoming activities as well.
Developing tonight, the former Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice in charge of the 2020 state election investigation, Michael Gableman, is backing down from a handful of subpoenas he issued recently to the mayors of the 5 largest Democratic cities in the state. And that included Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway. She addressed it tonight.
So this whole thing, I think, has just been really an exercise in incompetence. It's unnecessary stress for our clerks and poll workers and for city staff. And while I'm glad that I won't have to go to a strip mall and testify in private for a taxpayer-funded investigation, I really do think that the folks responsible for this owe our clerks an apology.
Gableman says for now, officials don't need to come in for interviews and could instead provide him with copies of requested records.
Another developing story tonight, this one out of D.C. The U.S. Senate has dodged a debt disaster by approving legislation to lift the federal limit on new borrowing by nearly $500 billion. That bill likely to be approved by the House as well. If that happens, it would temporarily avert an unprecedented U.S. default that experts say would have devastated the economy and harmed millions of Americans. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi. Gary?
Well, we had some showers and thunderstorms today, especially for areas from Madison southward, and now we're starting to see some fog develop as a result. So the National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for Madison and Dane County and areas to the south and east, including Milwaukee. You can see pinpoint visibilities in much of that area now below a mile, in some cases down to about a half mile or a quarter of a mile. So be aware that if you're driving out late tonight or tomorrow morning, could run into some fog. We're seeing some showers, a couple of isolated thunderstorms lifting northward through eastern Dane County and northern Jefferson County around Lake Mills. But much of the rest of southern Wisconsin pretty quiet. There are some showers and thunderstorms to our south across northern Illinois, so expect a possibility for a shower or thunderstorm tonight and even through the day tomorrow. High temperatures today held down because of the cloud cover in most areas. Madison topped out at 68. Janesville had a little sunshine. They made it to 73 degrees, but with the high humidity, those temperatures are still pretty mild. They're right around 61 to 63 degrees, and these temperatures probably won't change very much overnight. So look for areas of fog along with a chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight with a low right around 61 where we are now. Tomorrow look for a high of 72 with some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but warmer weather's on the way for the weekend. I'll tell you how mild it'll get in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. The Madison Police Department releasing some new surveillance photos of a homicide suspect from Labor Day. Police say this is 18-year-old Jeremiah Kane. Last week, an arrest warrant was issued for his alleged involvement in the Martha Lane shooting that claimed the life of 20-year-old Nicholas Cook. Kane, considered armed and dangerous. Police say he may still be in the Madison area, but also has ties to the Chicago area. A Sun Prairie High School student taken into custody today after allegedly threatening a staff member with a gun on social media. The district says the student, who is not being named, posted multiple photos on Snapchat directed at the staff member alongside a photo of a gun. The gun was found off school grounds. Authorities believe it was never at the school. The school was on a secure hold for about an hour while the authorities investigated.
Pfizer is officially asking the FDA to approve its COVID vaccine for emergency use in 5 to 11-year-olds. According to the company's trial data, a dose 1/3 the size used in adults and children 12 and over produced strong immune responses in children when using the same 2-dose regimen as in adults. 4 Wisconsin counties, including Adams, dropped from critically high COVID transmission back down into the very high category this week. Most of the counties in our area, including Dane, are in that very high range. Meanwhile, our 7-day average of new daily cases is back above 2,600 with 13 deaths per day. This was the daily scene at the Alliant Energy Center last fall, with lines of hundreds of cars filled with people waiting to get tested. 1 year later, the center has changed and actually closed down for testing and vaccines this summer.
But next week, it's firing right back up. Beginning next Tuesday, the facility will become a vaccination site for Public Health Madison-Dane County, starting first with the booster shot availability for anyone who qualifies, and then for children when those shots are approved. Officials with Public Health say they'll start with 200 available doses a day, but could handle up to 1,000 per day, depending on demand.
Our hope is that this kind of push right now of getting boosters for the general population that needs it, and then looking ahead to 5 to 11-year-olds, and then hopefully in the coming months for that last youngest age group, that will be this kind of last push for this initial COVID response.
Vaccinations at the new Alliance site will be by appointment only. More than 40% of people in the U.S. don't plan on getting a flu shot this year. This is from a new study by the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases. More than 1,000 people interviewed. 44% said they weren't sure or weren't planning on getting their flu shot. Health experts say this year's flu season could be worse than average since last year's was relatively mild.
Last night at 10, we shared an interview with Wisconsin's former Lieutenant Governor, Rebecca Kleefisch, who is aiming for a bigger position in politics, running for governor. Well, tonight we hear from current Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, who has his sights set on making a jump to Washington, D.C. Is the life in politics what you thought it would be, or is it better or worse?
You know, so I'll tell you, my first race, I assumed that, get elected, and, other side of the aisle, maybe they just haven't heard these issues the right way. I figured I'll just show up and talk about things in a different way, and automatically they'll listen and they'll just start voting for the bills I introduce. And learn quickly that was not the case. The power of persuasion is not that strong. A lot of money in politics, and the money is stronger than persuasion.
Is there somebody who you want to emulate, or is it like a combination of people?
I'll tell you, the spark was 2004, Barack Obama's DNC speech.
Really?
Of course, you know, he's running for the United States Senate, so it was different. But seeing someone on that stage who was just absolutely incredible. It's not like there were a whole bunch of black politicians at that time who were, you know, at that level or seeking office at, you know, running for the U.S. Senate. And to see that, it was very inspirational. And so that was the moment for me, and that's what prompted me to get involved in the work as a field organizer for my first job out of college. You know, I wanted to see what it was like, and it was a wonderful opportunity to dip my toe in the water, and then after that, just went head first.
How does your family feel about you running?
Oh man, my parents are. I tell you, being an only child, my parents are just ready to go with whatever. They're both retired, so you know, this is. They're just ready to roll. It's like they are so down for whatever. You just tell them, and they're gonna go into overdrive with whatever.
What is one of the worst things somebody has said about you? How did it impact you? And what did you do about it?
So a lot of times when I'll just start from the back, you got to let that stuff, you know, roll off your back. But unfortunately, today, folks can get away with saying anything. And sometimes almost anything can get printed, even if it's not reality, even if it's not a thing that makes logical sense.
What would you tell students if you had Middleton and the West High School students in front of you right now, and this is your chance to connect with them in light of what happened? What would you say to them?
I would say to them that, you know, these things are not easy, and we shouldn't expect for you to just get over it. You need to take time, you know. And one of the things too, I don't think that even in tragedies that were near to me, I don't know that I actually took the time to process that stuff, you know. And that's probably one of the reasons why I think about these things almost every day. Not almost, I think about this stuff every day. And for them to be able to, you know, get through this, we should think about, you know, as students should be thinking about how we can use these tragedies, however unfortunate they are, to make sure that we are doing better, whether it's we as policymakers, whether it's we, you know, as students who are trying to figure out their paths in life, or just the collective we as a society.
Tell me one thing that I should know about you.
One thing you should know about me, you know, I think I have a sense of humor. I think I'm pretty funny, you know. That's one thing you should know about me. You know, it's not always super buttoned up, right? You know, we gotta let loose sometimes, and you know, that's ultimately how I keep it all together up here. You know, with a sense of humor.
And you can watch more of my interviews with Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes and Rebecca Clayfish this Sunday on For the Record at 10 a.m.
Charlotte, thank you. And still to come tonight, a look at the final 4 items on this year's Coolest Things Made in Wisconsin list, plus a national organization reaching out to a local family after a devastating loss. Stay with us.
Furniture's 42nd anniversary sale. Save up to 42% off store-wide. Get 42 months free financing plus tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
At Security Health Plan, we're celebrating you. And you. 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 And you. By offering affordable Medicare plans with special perks just for you. Register for a seminar or personal appointment to learn more.
These days, Social Security is denying more disability claims than ever. If you can't work, it can be harder to win benefits. I'm attorney Don Becker. Now more than ever, you need an experienced disability lawyer. For over 30 years, my firm has helped people win benefits. Disability law is all we do.
The Becker Law Office, 608-640-3868.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's 42nd anniversary sale. Save up to 42% off name brand mattresses and get 42 months free financing plus tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
We are gearing up to head to the 414 for the Brewers postseason run.
Yeah, whether you're tailgating at the park or at home, we'll have everything you need to know.
Plus, we're going to be looking at that weekend forecast. We'll have that for you tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You are watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. Quick Trip Glazer Donuts are among the final 4 products moving on the Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce Coolest Things Made in Wisconsin contest.
The other 3 outboard engines made by Mercury Marine, the electric rope shovel that's made by Caterpillar Global over in Milwaukee, and the Navy crane that's made by Broadwind Heavy Fabrications in Manitowoc. The ultimate winner will be announced October 14th. We have a link where you can vote at channel3000.com.
The inventor of the Lambo Leap is jumping in to help start a nonprofit that will get kids into video production. Packers Hall of Famer Leroy Butler explained what Game Night Productions is to a gathering in Wisconsin Dells this morning. The nonprofit aims to bring communities together through athletics. The program also enhances each school's culture and launches a professionally produced show that trains and utilizes students' unique passions and gifts. The family of the Madison-based F-16 pilot who was killed during a training exercise last year getting a rather big gift today. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation says it has paid off the home of U.S. Air Force Major Durwood Jones as one of the 50 mortgages paid for Gold Star families and fallen police officers and firefighters across the country.
This announcement today was enormous, both in terms of its breadth across fire departments and police departments across the country, but also our military. You know, we have several participants of each military branch, and for that, we're really extremely proud that we can, you know, that we have the ability to pay off these mortgages and help these families.
Major Jones died in December 2020 when his F-16 that took off from Truax Field in Madison crashed in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. He left behind a wife and 2 children.
On the eve of Game 1 of the National League Divisional Series, the Brewers are unveiling some new menu items for their playoff run. The new items include a Bratzilla. That's a brat with deep-fried sauerkraut topped with secret stadium sauce on a pretzel bun. A corn brat. That's a brat dipped in cornbread batter and deep-fried. An Italian beef sandwich and full count Cristo along with salted caramel toffee pretzel and a s'mores pretzel, all healthy and low calorie. Our News 3 Now This Morning crew will be at American Family Field tomorrow ahead of the Brewers Game 1 as they take on the Atlanta Braves. Our resident expert on ballpark fare, Gary Canalti, joining us.
I say go Brewers, but why do you put a food story like that before weather? I don't know. Well, 3 things you need to know that are non-culinary. Look for areas of fog overnight. We're starting to see some areas of dense fog with visibilities less than about a half mile, so keep that in mind into early tomorrow morning. We'll see some overnight showers that will continue into tomorrow, maybe even a couple of isolated thunderstorms, but warm weather with high temperatures around 80 for the weekend. Visibilities right now down to a quarter mile at the Dane County Regional Airport, Mineral Point, and at Platteville, half-mile visibility in Watertown, so dense fog fog advisories have been issued for Dane County and areas to the south and to the east, including Milwaukee, through 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, 24-hour precipitation shows that the heaviest rain fell in that area that we're seeing the dense fog. Notice up to the north, not much rain fell north of the Dells, and they're not seeing nearly as much fog there. But having 1 to 2 inches of rain, we picked up 1.5 inches here at the station just over the last 24 hours. Now, with very light winds, that moisture is around, and as temperatures start to cool down near the dew point, we're starting to see those areas of fog form. Right now, just a couple of showers. There were a couple of flashes of lightning earlier with those, but those showers now north of I-94 heading toward Watertown. For the most part, those are diminishing, but to the south, there are a couple more showers and thunderstorms across parts of northern Illinois. The area of low pressure that's responsible for the wet weather is located over southeastern Iowa and will track almost right over southern Wisconsin tomorrow morning. Future track rainfall for what we'll see for tonight and tomorrow, probably less than 1/10 of an inch in most areas. A few places might get 1/4 of an inch or so, but then as we head through the weekend, not much in the way of rain chances, maybe just a slight chance on Sunday, but then as we head into next week, there'll be a couple of periods where we could see some showers and thunderstorms Monday into early Tuesday, and then again Wednesday into Thursday morning. And when you add that all up, we end up with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over the next week or so. That would be a good amount, not too much to cause any flooding problems, but it will start to help the drought situation. Still moderate drought conditions from Madison southward. The drought monitor just released today, but notice the northern part of the state starting to get dry. Moderate to severe drought conditions up near Ashland, and extreme drought conditions over parts of northeastern Minnesota. So that's not good heading into the winter because we don't get a lot of precipitation during the colder months. High temperatures today, though, look more like summer, at least in the western part of the Midwest. Temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s there. We were in the upper 60s, but mainly because of cloud cover. Getting some sunshine back this weekend will warm us up. So again, dense fog advisory in effect till 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for Dane County and areas to the south. Look for a high tomorrow of 72 degrees. The fog will lift, and we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms through the day. On future track, you can see a scattering of showers and thunderstorms tonight. Notice those showers and a few thunderstorms moving through the area tomorrow, and then by tomorrow evening, they start to wind down and the skies start to clear out, and that will allow the warmer weather for the weekend. Additional rainfall amounts, most areas less than 1/10 of an inch unless you get caught underneath a thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, near 80 for both Saturday and Sunday. Probably the best chance of rain over the weekend will actually be Saturday night, and then better chances of rain Monday into early Tuesday, and then again from Wednesday into Thursday morning. By the end of next week, temperatures cool down a little bit, but are still above normal.
And coming up in sports, Paul Miller is all about the little things. How Wanakee Girls Golf uses that mindset on and off the course. Our Coach of the Week is next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all means that you call Gruber Law Offices and your case is handled. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. They take care of you completely.
One call, that's all.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
When searching for your dream home, it's important to figure out what style of home you like. Victorian, cottage, Tudor. It's also important to protect your home and all the dreams that come with it. When looking for your dream home, keep in mind good things come in pairs, like dual sinks, Jonathan and me.
And pairing your home and auto insurance, which can get you one step closer to achieving your dream.
Pretty sure people call it bundling.
Bundle your home and auto insurance and save up to 28%.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
Yeah, it's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay. Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, VENZA, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Stanley Steamer loves Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Paul Ashik, local owner of Stanley Steamer here in Madison. We've been proudly cleaning your homes and businesses for over 30 years and will continue to keep your carpet, upholstery, area rugs, hard floors, and air ducts clean for many more. We strive to provide the best quality in both the services we provide and the equipment we use. That's why you've trusted us to keep Madison and southwestern Wisconsin homes cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful place to live. Call and book a cleaning today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
If you've been injured, you know what to do.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One more sleep and playoff baseball is here for the Brewers. Game 1 of the NLDS begins tomorrow afternoon at 3:37 at AmFam Field, and the crew check all the boxes to have a deep run this postseason. Their pitching staff is one of the best in baseball. Their bats pop, and they've been able to ride the wave of the season. Now they just have to stay locked in and remember that even though it's October, the game is the same.
The team has handled it well. We've been able to ride the roller coaster of the ups and the downs and try to stay as even keel as much as possible because it's such a long season. Obviously now that the playoffs are here and everything is going to be under our microscope, just have to remind guys it's still the same game.
It's official, Jalen Smith is now a Packer. The former Cowboy linebacker comes to Green Bay after playing 68 games with Dallas, where he tallied nearly 600 tackles and 9 sacks while forcing 6 fumbles. Smith's skill set is thought to be a perfect fit in Joe Barry's defensive system. Will he play Sunday against the Bengals? Matt LaFleur said today it's highly unlikely. Now, Paul Chryst said this morning that he expects to have everyone available for Saturday's game at Illinois, which means Graham Mertz and Jake Ferguson. The duo practiced this week after being listed as questionable on Monday. Remember, they both left the game against Michigan in the 3rd quarter. For the 8th time in school history, Wanakee girls golf is headed to the state meet. And head coach Paul Miller credits his team's success to simply doing the little things right, something he hopes his Warriors are taking away from the links.
Let's see your routine.
Paul Miller likes his team to live in the moment.
Just like on the course, it's really cliche, right? Because it's always like one shot at a time. Don't let one shot turn into a bad hole, turn into a bad round.
And focus on doing the little things right.
Big point to all of us that taking it one shot at a time is so important.
We've been in positions where we've tied and we had to go to playoffs, and it all comes down to one shot. If you focus on the little things, then nice, you can take care of those shots. Beautiful shot.
That mindset helped Wanakee head back to the state girls golf tournament.
It's going to pop up more than anything.
In golf, you'll have so many ups and downs, and so it's so nice. It's so helpful to just look at that one shot and just forget about the rest of them.
But Miller's little things don't just apply to the Warriors' short game.
Taking everything one step at a time, even in school and life in general, sometimes homework can be a lot, and just taking it one assignment at a time really helps you mentally. Just focusing on that one thing. Once you're done, you're on to the next thing, just like golf and your shots. Once you hit that shot, you're looking forward
to the next shot, the next assignment.
Good shot.
Or the next step.
Does it feel different?
In life.
We love to be competitive, and we love to have really good teams, but ultimately we want kids that leave this program with high character and integrity. Lower. There. Now do you feel more extended?
That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. First, take your rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop using the information and rating system on each bed. It's mattress shopping reinvented, plus mattress specials for every budget. And save big on our reclining sofas and chairs. On sale now, only at Slumberland Furniture.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at US Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available ProPower onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Help us collect 6,000 kids' winter coats during Coats for Kids.
All right, let's go back to Gary. Still foggy in spots out there.
Yeah, you can see the live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam in downtown Madison. Some fog around the Capitol. A couple of showers to the east of Madison right now. The rest of southern Wisconsin quiet, but there is a dense fog advisory for Dane County and areas to the south and east until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Visibility right now, 1.5 miles in Madison, but down to 1/4 mile in Platteville and Mineral Point. Keep that in mind if you're driving late tonight or tomorrow.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.